Anna's father's name flashed on her phone for the 5th time that afternoon. The phone vibrated on her glass desk, a clean, quiet surface that looked nothing like the old scratched dining table she'd grown up with. Outside her Chicago apartment window, the skyline shone in the sun, tall and distant, exactly how she liked it. She hovered over ignore again. The phone stopped ringing, but almost immediately an email slid in from Robert Clark. Subject line: Your sister needs you, last chance. Her stomach tightened. She opened it and read the last line twice. Kelly's wedding is the most important event of her life. Be there or forget about any future support. A voicemail notification followed right after. She pressed play and put it on speaker. Anna, it's your father. His firm voice filled the apartment. I don't know what game you're playing, but this has gone on long enough. Your sister's wedding festivities start this weekend. If you can't put aside whatever grievance you have, then you can forget about any future support from this family. Call me back immediately. Anna let out a dry laugh. She crossed to her closet, reached behind her winter coats, and pulled out the framed diploma she'd hidden for years. Anna Clark, Bachelor of Science in Data Science, summa cum laude. She'd kept it hidden because old habits of staying invisible were hard to break. Her phone buzzed again. A text from her mother: Please call. Your father is getting impatient. Anna glanced at the calendar on her desk. The whole 2-week Kelly wedding experience was circled in red like a warning sign. Showers, fittings, luncheons, rehearsals. 14 days built around the golden child. She opened her banking app. $138,139 in savings. Enough to never need them again. They just don't know it yet, she thought. A memory tugged at her. 3rd grade, standing in the kitchen holding a report card with straight A's. That's nice, honey, her mom had said without looking up from a magazine. That same night, the whole house had cheered because Kelly got a participation ribbon in a school play. Did you see her? Dad had said, grinning. She was shining up there. Anna had sat on the stairs, invisible. It had always been like that. When she won the science fair in 10th grade, nobody came. When Kelly scored 1 goal at soccer, the family talked about it for weeks. When Anna got into the University of Chicago on scholarship, her mother said, That's so far. Kelly might feel bad if you go so high when she's going to community college. Her father had said, You're staying local. End of story. But it hadn't been the end. 2 weeks after they forbade her to go, Anna had boarded a bus to Chicago with 2 suitcases and a fake paper trail that said she was attending the local college. It was the first time she'd chosen herself over their comfort. Now she stood in her apartment years later, looking at the woman she'd become. 24th floor view, solid career, her name on real projects. She set the diploma gently on the bed and opened her laptop to an airline site. If they wanted her there, she would go, but not as the quiet, overlooked daughter who folded programs in the corner. She would go as the daughter they should have seen. Her fingers moved quickly, Chicago to Maple Ridge. First class. Arrival before the bridal chaos began. As the confirmation email landed in her inbox, she stared at her reflection in the black laptop screen. It's time they finally see me, she whispered. She packed with precision, designer luggage, neat clothes, and the framed diploma wrapped between dresses so it wouldn't crack. As she zipped the bag, another thought rose, sharp and honest. What would they do if I didn't need their money anymore? What would they do if I didn't need them at all? The rental car crunched over the familiar gravel driveway the next afternoon. Her childhood home looked like it had been attacked by a wedding magazine. White fabric draped over the porch rails, flower deliveries stacked by the door, a big K&E sign leaning near the entryway. Her mother opened the door before she could knock. Anna, her mother said, pulling her in for a hug that felt practiced. So you decided to support your sister after all. Anna forced a smile. Good to see you too, Mom. The house smelled like vanilla candles and stress. Her father came out of his study with reading glasses on. No hug. No welcome home. Just, good. You're here. The programs need folding and we have to stuff welcome bags for the guests. Kelly wants them done by 4. Anna blinked. I just walked in the door, Dad. And now you have something useful to do, he said, thrusting a clipboard into her hands. Useful. That was what she was here for, apparently. Not celebrated. Not asked about her life. Useful. A voice floated from the stairs. No, I said cascading arrangements, not gathered. Are they stupid? Kelly came down the steps in leggings and a satin robe, phone pressed to her ear. Her hair was freshly blown out, and her expression said the world revolved around her. She spotted Anna and held up a finger. Wait. She finished her call, then air-kissed near Anna's cheek. Thank God you're here. The caterer is being dramatic. Mom messed up the seating chart, and we still have to confirm the fireworks. Fireworks? Anna asked. It's the most important day of my life, Kelly said, like it was obvious. It has to be perfect. Their mother added proudly, You'll meet Evan at dinner. Brilliant investor. Crypto, AI, all those things. Kelly flipped her hair. He's a genius. He's made 20% returns easily. We're investing with him after the wedding. Dad too. Something in Anna's brain clicked. Crypto. Big promises. Family money. Oh, she said lightly. What does he do exactly? It's complicated, Kelly said, already bored. You wouldn't like it. It's business. Evan arrived at 6:30 on the dot, carrying an expensive bottle of wine and a smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. He was tall, clean-cut, and just a little too polished, like someone who'd practiced charming people in mirrors. So this is the mysterious sister, he said, gripping Anna's hand a bit too firmly. Kelly said you were some kind of computer brain in Chicago. Product analyst, Anna said. I work with data. Even better, Evan said. I've got a group building a decentralized AI trading platform. You'd love it. We should talk. At dinner he talked more than everyone else, about exclusive access, private pools, guaranteed returns. Her father leaned forward, wide-eyed. And you're handling all of this yourself. With partners all over, Dubai, Zurich, Singapore, Evan said smoothly. Anna took a bite of roasted chicken and said, Which exchange licenses you for US trading? Evan's smile froze for a fraction of a second. We're decentralized, he repeated. That's the beauty of blockchain. Her father shot her a warning look. Anna, not everyone wants to discuss work at dinner. She went quiet, but her mind did not. Later that night, while looking for extra ribbon for the welcome bags, Anna stepped into her father's study. Papers were spread across the desk, refinancing documents, bank statements, notes in her father's handwriting. Her eyes skimmed the top line. Second mortgage approved, 3 weeks ago. On a house that was almost paid off. Her stomach dropped. Voices drifted from the dining room. Robert, are you sure about this? Her mother asked quietly. It's everything we've saved. It's my inheritance. Her father's voice came back, impatient. Evan guaranteed us 20% return. Helen, this is how real wealth is built. Anna froze in the hallway, her data-trained brain already adding things up. Second mortgage plus family savings plus vague investment equals someone was getting scammed. And it wasn't Evan. A soft voice spoke from the kitchen doorway. You see it too, don't you? Aunt Helen, silver-haired and sharp-eyed, stood with a dish towel in hand. Anna exhaled. You think he's a fraud too? Your father won't listen to me, Aunt Helen said. Says I'm jealous. But I heard about a man like that doing the same thing in the next town. Right before a wedding. The next evening Anna stood in the living room with her parents. We need to talk about Evan, she said. Her father didn't look up from the newspaper. What about him? He's making investment claims that don't make sense, Anna said calmly. That return rate, the way he describes his network, the timing, he talks like someone running money through people he charms. Not like someone running a real fund. Her mother sighed loudly. Honestly, Anna, you've always had something against Kelly's happiness. This isn't about Kelly, Anna said, keeping her voice steady. It's about him using you. You took out a second mortgage. Her father finally looked at her. You don't understand business at this level. Not everything fits in your spreadsheets. The front door opened. Kelly and Evan walked in, laughter fading as they saw Anna standing there. What's going on? Kelly asked. Your sister seems to think I'm running some kind of scheme, Evan said with practiced hurt. I'm just trying to help your family grow their money. Kelly's face crumpled. Are you serious, Anna? You show up after forever and try to ruin the best thing that's ever happened to me. Anna looked at the four of them, father defensive, mother tired, Kelly furious, Evan pretending to be noble, and realized something bitter. They didn't want the truth. They wanted the story where Kelly was special and everyone who loved Kelly was brilliant. I'm not trying to ruin anything, Anna said. I'm trying to protect you. People like him disappear right before the wedding once they've gotten what they want. Jealousy isn't a good look on you, Kelly snapped, eyes glossy. You've always tried to outdo me. Kelly, be reasonable, their mother said, slipping an arm through her future son-in-law's. Evan is family now. Anna just doesn't understand. Evan put his hand over his heart. It's okay. Some people don't recognize innovation when they see it. Anna almost laughed. This was exactly why she had hidden her success. If they didn't see it, they didn't have to admit they'd ignored her. She inhaled slowly. Fine, she said. But when he disappears, remember that someone warned you. That night, back at the old coffee shop she'd studied in as a teenager, Anna opened her laptop and started digging. Business registries, investment forums, old social media. It didn't take long. There he was, same face, different names. Eric Lane. Evan Lewis. Evan Lang. Same pattern, whirlwind romance, big promises, families investing, wedding coming, then gone. A waitress peered at the screen. My cousin lost everything to a man who looked just like that, she said. Called himself Eric something. Eric Lane? Anna asked. The woman's eyes widened. That's it. Anna met another victim 2 hours later at that same cafe, a woman named Karen who slid police reports and bank statements across the table. He vanished 3 days before the wedding, Karen said, voice shaking. Took $60,000 and my grandma's ring. Anna's jaw tightened. Same pattern. Same timeline. Same man. As she drove back to her parents' house, a plan formed. She would lay everything in front of them. She would show them his other victims. She would show them who she really was. Whether they listened or not, that would be their choice. But this time, she would not be the invisible daughter. The next evening Anna spread the printed papers across the coffee table like evidence in a crime show. Her parents sat on the sofa. Kelly perched on the armrest, arms folded. Evan stood by the fireplace, jaw tense. This is him, Anna said, pointing to the photos. Same face, different names. 3 different women from 3 different states. Each one got engaged. Each family gave him money. Each wedding was days away. And then he disappeared. Her father's eyes narrowed. This is absurd. Dad, look at the dates, Anna said. Look at the police reports. Look at the way he promises the same 20% return. It's a pattern. Evan forced a short laugh. I have a common face. People mix me up all the time. Kelly snatched up one of the papers. So you went digging into my fiancé like I'm some idiot? You really can't stand to see me happy, can you? This isn't about your happiness, Anna said. This is about the second mortgage. About Mom's inheritance. About all the money he's getting access to before the wedding. Her mother pressed a hand to her chest. Anna, how could you bring this ugliness into the house right before the ceremony? Anna stared at them. Because I'm the only one in this house willing to tell the truth. Her father stood up, face red. That's enough. You don't get to come in here after disappearing for years and insult our future son-in-law. Anna met his stare. I didn't disappear. I went to the University of Chicago. I graduated top of my class. I work as a product analyst. I make 6 figures. I've supported myself since I was 18. The room went silent. Her mother blinked. What? You said I had to stay local because it would make Kelly feel bad, Anna said, voice steady. So I pretended I did. But I left. I worked. I studied. I built a life. I didn't ask you for anything. Kelly's mouth fell open. You lied to us. I survived without you, Anna corrected. And that's the part that bothers you? Her father shook his head. No, that's impossible. We would have known. Anna gave a small, tired smile. You didn't know because you weren't looking. She tapped the stack of papers. And you're still not looking. This man is going to take your money and walk away. Evan's mask slipped for half a second, just long enough for Anna to see the calculation in his eyes. Then he smiled again. I think we've all heard enough. Get out, her father said. His voice had that old heavy authority she'd grown up obeying. You will not ruin your sister's wedding. Kelly wiped angry tears. You've always been jealous. Always. You couldn't just let me have one thing. He is not what he says he is, Anna said, gathering the papers. You have 5 days to decide whether you believe me. Her mother stood too. If you can't be supportive, maybe you shouldn't be here at all. Anna looked at each of them. Okay, she said quietly. But when he disappears with everything, remember that someone tried to warn you.
She picked up her bag and walked to the front door. No one stopped her.
No one said, "Wait." The house that had once been too big for her small, quiet victories now felt tiny and blind. She stepped out into the cool evening air and closed the door behind her, not as the forgotten child, but as the only one in that house telling the truth. 2 days before the wedding, back in Chicago, Anna's phone would not stop buzzing on her kitchen counter.
At first she ignored it. Then she flipped it over. 17 missed calls. 23 texts. 5 voicemails.
The first voicemail was her father, but his voice was broken this time.
"Anna, he's gone.
Evan's gone.
Call us back." The second was her mother.
"The accounts are empty.
"Even my retirement. The bank said they can't reverse it.
Please, Anna." The third was Kelly, words choked by crying. "You were right. I didn't listen. Please pick up." Anna stared out her window at Lake Michigan, calm and blue. This was the part they never understood. She'd never wanted to be right like this.
She called her mentor, Vivian.
"They believe me now," Anna said. "But only because the money is gone." "And now they want you to fix it," Vivian said gently. "Yes." "So the question isn't if you can," Vivian said. "The question is what you are willing to give."
Anna pressed her forehead against the glass. "I don't know yet." "Then decide before you go," Vivian said. "Boundaries aren't punishment.
They are clarity."
She booked another flight.
This time she didn't bring the diploma. This time she didn't bring much at all. 3 days' worth of clothes and a mind made up not to drown in their crisis. When she pulled into the driveway, the wedding tent was half taken down. The white chairs were stacked like a failed dream. The porch flowers drooped.
Her mother opened the door with swollen eyes.
"You came," she whispered. Anna didn't hug her. Inside, her father was pacing with the phone in his hand. Kelly sat on the couch in sweatpants, her hair a mess, her eyes red and empty. "He took everything," Kelly said hoarsely. "Everything."
Her father cleared his throat.
"Anna, perhaps you could help us. Just to keep things afloat until we recover the funds." Her mother added quickly, "The bank, the club, people will ask questions."
"Your father is treasurer."
"We can't." Anna set her bag down calmly.
"I can help with some things," she said.
"Not with everything."
Her father frowned.
"What does that mean?" "It means," Anna said, counting on her fingers, "I can help you file proper police reports. I can connect you with a lawyer who specializes in financial fraud.
I can help you talk to the bank.
I can maybe help with the second mortgage so you don't lose the house."
Kelly looked up, hope flickering.
"So you'll pay it?"
"I said maybe," Anna replied.
"Because here's what I will not do. I will not empty my savings to rescue you from something I clearly warned you about.
I will not co-sign loans.
I will not let you blame me for a decision you made after I showed you proof."
Her mother stared at her like she was a stranger. "How can you be so cold?" "I learned it here," Anna said quietly. "When I won things and no one showed up. When you told me to stay small so Kelly could shine.
When my success had to be hidden in a closet behind coats."
Her father's jaw tightened.
"We gave you a home. You gave me a roof," Anna said. "Love is different."
The room went still.
Anna took a breath. "In 8th grade I won the district spelling bee. You said you couldn't come because Dad had a meeting. I saw you afterward at the ice cream place with Kelly celebrating her second-place ribbon from field day."
Her mother's mouth parted.
"Anna, in 10th grade I won state recognition for my science project. You went to Kelly's choir concert instead. She sang in the back row."
Her father looked away.
"In high school you left my graduation party early because Kelly had a date. On Christmas you gave me a gift card with the wrong name." She looked at Kelly, whose eyes were filling again.
"This isn't just about Evan.
This is about years of you choosing her and expecting me to clap."
No one spoke.
The grandfather clock ticked loudly in the corner. Then the front door opened and Aunt Helen stepped in. "She's telling the truth," she said, voice firm. "I saw it all. Every time this girl was asked to be less so her sister could be more." Anna straightened.
"Here's how this goes," she said.
"I will help save the house. I will help you talk to the bank. But it will be handled through a financial advisor I choose. The money will go straight to the mortgage company. You will not touch it."
Her father bristled.
"You don't get to set terms in my house." "I do when I'm the one with the means," Anna said. She pulled documents from her bag and laid them on the coffee table.
This is an agreement.
It states that the money is a one-time assistance. It also includes a statement that you knowingly favored one child over the other for years. I need that acknowledgement.
Her mother gasped.
We would never sign such a thing. Then you can explain to the bank why you can't make next month's payment, Anna said, her voice calm, almost gentle.
This isn't revenge. This is truth on paper.
You want my help? You tell the truth.
Kelly wiped her nose.
Dad, just sign it. We don't have a choice.
For the first time since Anna arrived, her father looked old.
He sat down, picked up his glasses,
and read every line. His hand shook.
We did our best, he muttered.
Your best was unequal,
Anna said, not unkindly.
This is how we stop pretending.
10 minutes later, 3 signatures sat at the bottom of the papers: father, mother, and Kelly. Anna took a photo and texted it to the advisor she'd already spoken to.
We're proceeding, she said into the phone.
Yes, pay the second mortgage directly. Yes, send them copies.
She hung up and turned back to her family. Ms. Carter, she's the advisor, will call you tomorrow. She will handle the funds.
You will not call me for more.
Her father opened his mouth to argue.
This is not negotiable, Anna said. This is a business rescue,
not a family bailout. Anna picked up her bag.
There were no hugs waiting.
No thank you.
Only relief and shame mixing on their faces.
She walked to the door. Aunt Helen followed her onto the porch. Will you be okay? Her aunt asked.
The afternoon sun warmed Anna's face. She looked at the street she used to wait on for the school bus, the same street she'd once wished would take her far away.
I already am, she said.
Behind her, the house stood full of people who had finally seen her, but only because they needed her.
In front of her was the life she built without them. She walked to her car with her back straight and didn't look back. Some bridges, she thought, aren't meant to be rebuilt.
And some people have to lose you before they understand you were the only one telling the truth. 1 year later, Anna's life looked nothing like the house she'd left behind. She no longer lived in the Chicago high-rise. She'd bought a small craftsman bungalow with big windows, wooden floors, and a yard she could actually plant things in. Her diploma now hung proudly on her home office wall, not hidden behind winter coats. Some mornings she would stand there with her coffee and smile at it, not because she needed the proof, but because the girl who once hid her achievements would have loved to see this. Her laptop pinged with a video call from Layla, one of the girls in her mentorship program for first-generation students.
Miss Anna, they picked me,
the girl said, grinning wide. I used the interview answers you taught me. I told them I wasn't sorry for being ambitious.
Anna laughed softly. Good.
Never apologize for being good at something. When the call ended, she felt that warm, full feeling she rarely felt in her parents' house, being seen and seeing others. She was building for girls like her. Girls who got "that's nice, honey" while their siblings got fireworks. She stepped out into her backyard where her small garden grew in neat rows: tomatoes, peppers, herbs. She ran a hand over a rose bush she'd cut back hard in the fall. It had looked harsh then, but now new green shoots were pushing through. Some things grow stronger when trimmed, she thought. On the patio table lay a letter from her therapist, Dr. Chen, summarizing a year of steady work. Client has made significant progress in setting and maintaining healthy boundaries and in separating self-worth from family approval. Her phone buzzed with a text from Aunt Helen, as it did once a month. Your parents are still paying off the house.
Kelly is working part-time at the bank and going to counseling. No one has tried to contact you directly.
Boundary is holding.
Anna smiled. She typed back, good.
That's how it should be.
She didn't hate them. She just wasn't going to live small for them again.
That evening, she dressed in a simple blue dress and went to the community center where she volunteered. The small auditorium was full: students, young women, a few teachers.
She was being given an award for the mentorship program she'd started.
As she walked to the podium, people clapped for her. No empty chair where her parents couldn't make it. Instead, friends from work, Dr. Chen, her neighbor Mrs. Grayson, even 2 of her mentees sat in the front row, eyes bright. Anna held the glass plaque and said, when I was younger, a lot of my hard work was ignored.
I thought that meant I wasn't valuable. I was wrong. Sometimes people don't see you because they don't want to. Sometimes they're too busy shining a light on someone else. But your worth is not measured by who claps.
It's measured by what you build even when no one is watching. The audience nodded, a few people wiping tears.
She meant every word.
Back home, she opened her laptop and finished the last part of the project she'd dreamed about since the day she stood invisible on the stairs as a child, the Reynolds Visibility Scholarship. A scholarship for students whose achievements were overlooked because families, schools, or life were too focused on someone else. The essay prompt was simple. Describe a time your work went unnoticed. How did you keep going? As she typed the final line, a message popped up from Sasha, her first mentee. You saw me when no one else did. That changed everything. Anna sat back in her chair, eyes stinging in the best way.
That was it.
That was the thing she never got in that crowded, wedding-obsessed house. Someone to say, I see you, and you're not too much. The sun was setting, painting her garden in orange and gold. Anna stepped outside with her watering can, moving slowly between the rows. The tomato plants stood taller now, the rose bush was pushing new leaves, the soil looked dark and alive. She thought of her parents, still in the old house, still dealing with consequences they chose. She thought of Kelly, finally learning that being the favorite didn't protect you from real life. And she thought of herself, once the hidden daughter, now the woman who made her own light. Some bridges had burned, yes. But in their place she'd built something better. A life where she was fully visible, chosen, and valued. She smiled up at the darkening sky. I see you now, she whispered, not to them, but to the girl she used to be. And this time, no one asked her to make herself small.